when we actually need to, train our kids, specifically when they're at a younger age, to be able to go ahead and defend themselves. Because as per the stats, right, as per the stats and the research conducted by a lot of organizations like WHO, I think, and a lot of research agencies in the world which are well known, have done the research and found out that there are approximately 60% of people, or basically kids, that go through sexual assault or some kind of abuse, and 55% or 57% of them are boys. So it's not just that only women are getting abused, it's basically boys as well that are getting abused. And it's an important aspect, it's an important thing that we need to look at as parents, or as a brother or a sister. You need to, before something like this happens, you need to train your kids well in advance to prevent them from something like this, something like this to happen to them. Wherein when they are at a younger age, maybe you can go ahead and tell them, you know what, uh, I'll teach you something. Sit with them and basically tell them, okay, what if someone touches you above your thigh, right? Maybe you can tell them, if someone does that, no, 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 that's a wrong thing. Maybe, you should come and tell me, right? And it's important that you tell your kids that, if someone does something like this to you, and if they tell you, don't go and do this, otherwise I'll hit you, don't worry about it, just come and talk to me, right? It's important you tell them, because if you don't tell them, and your kids basically face this with, or get into that kind of a situation, and the person who's doing that basically says, if you do tell this to your parents, I'm going to punish you, that kid is not going to tell you, because she's now scared. But what if you've already prepared her for something like this? Then she's not going to be scared, at least, and she's going to come forward and say, you know what, dad, what you told me the other day, or mom, what you told me the other day, that when someone touches you here, I should tell you, this is what happened to me. And then, kids basically don't lie on topics like this. It's a place for you to now dig down deeper to be able to identify, is that what is happening. And it's important that you do this, because these kind of traumas, if not corrected today, are going to have major repercussions when those kids grow up. They're gonna struggle. It's gonna impact their personal life, professional life. All of this basically just piles up. So let's focus on kids when at this younger age, and identify what exactly, how should we basically raise them, giving them the right belief system, giving them the right kind of mindset, surrounding them with the right kind of things that'll help them become a better version of themselves. And this should happen at an early age, rather than you deciding that this should happen down the lane. The earlier you start, the better it is, because the first few years of a child, typically between 8 to 9 years, as science suggests, that's where the cycle, basically the connection of neurons takes place, the new synapses are formed, experiences they're forming, they're learning. That's good, right? So those 8 9 years, that's where the kids are basically learning the most. They're learning as fast as they could. So it's important that at those specific years we give them the right belief system, give them the right modules, so that they can incorporate that into their life, which can help them achieve the level of success, or the level of fulfillment that would be required for them to lead.